I keep all sorts of random things, anything I find that I might be able to use. When I was struggling with my practice as a painter, it was the time when I would stop painting and start thinking about what I could do that really changed everything. There's a term called ecofeminism that I'm really embracing right now because I've realized it does exactly sum up how I feel. Capitalism exploits the natural world and women as well. I think that there's been a very strong, historically, connection between, whether it be through religion or through, well, at least Western religion, and the commodification of things, the commodification of the environment, the commodification of women in general, that we are there for our bodies or for our looks or to sell things or to be sold or that. And the breakthrough was like, I can actually incorporate these things that are really important in my life into my work, which I never really took the time to explore before, because I always thought, I need to paint, I need to sell the work, I need to make money, I'm a full-time artist, this is what I need to do. I'm taking this gear that was dragged up from the bottom of the ocean that's 50 years old and Russian, probably. Nobody recognizes what it really is, so they're thinking it's foreign. But I would apply it to creatures as a pelt, almost, as against the skin, as a no-kill form of taxidermy. People love animals, but they don't necessarily want to have a dead one, nor would I. So it was just it's almost like a surface design approach, almost like painting with fiber on a three-dimensional surface. So I would have a three-dimensional form of an animal and then just map out different, almost landscapes on that shape. And it forces the viewer to see the shape differently. It's exciting to be able to do something and make something out of something completely different. Like, yes, you could paint a beautiful painting of a geode or whatever, but it's just using these fibers just right on fabric, and it's just a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother world. And so these are some of the little lichen I'm using that I'm going to be incorporating on the horse to give it more of a sense of nature and the natural world. The Center for Coastal Studies has been doing a lot of ghost gear initiatives where they work with fishermen to drag up anything that they find on the bottom of the ocean. So the material I'm using now is actually this really fine netting. The data on where it was retrieved, the data on all the specs about it were part of what the Center for Coastal Studies did for retrieval information. And I just think that alone is just a crazy, really interesting fact about the materials. I use antique fibers and antique textiles. I think having a backstory for each of the materials is really just mind-blowing. Art doesn't have to be just a commercial prospect. It can be a public forum to make change.